Welcome to the Fall Conference for District 37, where you have every chance to be the Toastmaster you can be and celebrate your freedom of speech. And if I could insert a brief testimonial here and draw on an example from my late father. He was a Toastmaster also, but he also served in the military, and I believe that Toastmasters opened up a number of doors for him that he would not have been able to open otherwise. He served in the Korean War. He also served in the Berlin Air Crisis in the early 60s. And as a U.S. Capitol policeman, he guarded Senator John Kennedy and Senator Lyndon Johnson, among others. So he was able to meet all these famous and well-known people. And Toastmasters, I'm sure, definitely had a role in that. So you can draw that example and try and tie together our military theme here with the Toastmasters theme. Tonight, it is my distinct honor and pleasure to introduce to you someone who is going to welcome us to the great city of Fayetteville, North Carolina. Please welcome and joining Mayor Pro Tem DJ Hare.
Good afternoon. Good evening. You know, when I talk to people, also being a young man, a minister of the gospel, and a daddy, which a lot of you all probably are, and a parent, I like to get a real good response when I speak with people. Now, this is a conference. I know you all are doing a lot of cheering, and I think that you're going to be having a game where you're going to be winning something, and I'm pretty sure when you win that gift that you're going to be cheering and that you're going to be happy. And at a conference, and I participate in a lot of them, I like talking back to me. Yeah, man, kind of helping me go on. So if we could, let's pretend that I'm just getting introduced again, and I'm walking up the stairs, and I'm going to greet you all, and everybody here is going to be enthusiastic and going to greet me back. So can we do that one more time? Huh? Can we do it one more time? Okay. All right. Good afternoon. Good evening. Yeah. I wish I'd had my kids here, but they would have talked about that. They know, they say when Daddy is talking, hey Daddy, what's going on? But good evening. Indeed, it is an honor for me to come out and welcome you to our troop. Now, you hear this a lot, I'm pretty sure, but it is most definitely a great, all-American, diverse city. Welcome to my hometown, Fayetteville, North Carolina. I bring you greetings on behalf of our mayor, Tony Schiavone, and my 9 fellow council members. We just came out of an election, which probably a lot of you all cities did also, and I'm pretty sure everyone in here voted, and if you left early, you did it through absentee ballot, right? So everyone in here voted. So my body is so tired. It is. It has been going about 15 hours a day for about 4 months, and I've been a member of council for 14 years, so after this term it will be 16 years, and we're going to go on and see what else God has for me to do. But I do bring you greetings, and I welcome you. And it's my hope also, as you are visiting and enjoying our city, that you are going outside of the hotel, that you are taking maybe a shuttle, or you are convoying behind one another, going to the mall and spending money and getting gas and eating food and doing all those great things that people like me enjoy. And of course, all of our citizens out there enjoy. And I'm pretty sure a lot of you all in businesses, a lot of you all out here are probably private business owners. We are one of the largest groups of small business owners, I like to say, in the country. We don't have a whole lot of Fortune 500 big name companies that you'll read about, that you hear about, but we have a lot of small businesses that are doing in the excess of at least 5 million and up, and I'm honored and thankful that God has blessed my business to be one of those. So, I also have a proclamation for you to welcome you in, and I guess I'm going to be presenting that to everyone, and then I'm going to give it to whoever is necessary. As I was looking over your the program, and I started seeing things like district governor, and I said, I wonder if I joined the Toastmasters, and hopefully I won't have to work as hard as I've been working for these 14 years. I don't know, but see how it works. But I like the sound of governor. I like that. So I'm thinking about this thing. Okay, because I want something else, and that would be good. But let's read this proclamation that my executive assistant has put together. City of Fayetteville proclamation, and it states as, whereas the ability to speak in a clear and effective manner is a powerful and important skill that can help to overcome barriers to effective performance in virtually every endeavor and line of work. And whereas by assisting in the development of essential communication skills, Toastmasters International performs a valuable service for members and those who carry the message of opportunity and good fellowship. And whereas boasting more than 8 decades of outstanding achievement, Toastmasters International has grown to over 12,500 clubs and 260,000 members in 113 countries worldwide. And whereas, and whereas this remarkable expansion is the direct result of the enhanced knowledge and experience Toastmasters Internationals provide to its members and clients. Now, therefore, I, DJ Hare, Mayor Pro Tem of the great city of Fayetteville, and on behalf of our Mayor, Tony Schiavone, and my fellow council members, I do hereby today proclaim this week, November the 7th through the 13th, 2011, to be Toastmasters Week. And an applaud and a cheer. Again, you all did good. Again, indeed it is an honor for me to stand before you. I love people, and I love this opportunity that God has given me to go across this great country and speak to folk like you. So I'd like to say that I thank you for coming to our city. I thank you for allowing our city to help you host your conference. And I pray that at the end of the conference that God would take each and every one of you back home safe, and that your homes would be just like you left them, in Jesus' name. You all have a great weekend, okay? God bless
you. Thank you, Mayor Pro Tem Hare. And now it is also my honor to introduce somebody else. I've gotten to know this person very well over these last 6 months or so during the planning for this great conference here. But I will warn you, please do not say anything about his hair. Be very sensitive about that. But of all the people that I know, he is definitely one of them. Please welcome and joining to the lectern, our District Governor, Mr. Brian Walsh.
Fellow Toastmasters, honored guest, Mayor Pro Tem, President International Michael Notaro, welcome to the District 37 Fall Conference. It is an honor to have all of you here. As I was driving in, I had a conversation with my family back in Boston, and I said I was going to visit with my other family. I consider every one of you family. This weekend, we've put a lot of work in for all of you. I want to thank all of you for getting in your car, or getting on the bus, or getting on the train, to giving up your time. Today is Veterans Day. Some of us had the day off. But the reason why we had this day off is so that we can honor those who have served our country. Yeah. So if you have served our country, I would like to ask that you stand so we can honor you at this time. It is with a sad heart that I report some news to all of you. A member of our family is injured and hurt. That is Jay Nodine. He sends his love, he sends his smile, and more importantly, he still makes me laugh. He wishes he could be here today and with us this weekend. So as we go off into our fall conference, I just ask that you think about the little man, the man that we always ask to stand up and wish he was here with us. This is very hard for me, because he's one of my mentors, friends, and somebody who I trust in very much. I trust in all of you, and I trust that we're going to have a great conference, and we're going to have a lot of fun learning from each other and growing. At this time, I'd like to recognize some dignitaries that are in the room. International President from San Francisco, California, Michael Notaro. Lieutenant Governor, Education and Training, Naomi Takeuchi. Lieutenant Governor of Marketing, Mr. Michael Beach. Do we have any past district governors in the House? Please stand. As you know, in May, we thanked all of you past district governors, for your service. And it's fitting that our theme for this conference kind of flowed right into honoring those who served this great nation. It is a freedom that we can get together every week and learn from each other, grow from each other, and have leadership opportunities like we do in Toastmasters. Every day, we have the opportunity to say what we feel or how we feel it, except I cannot say it to my wife, but more importantly, it is a freedom to live in this country. And it's a freedom to call all of you friends, colleagues, Toastmasters. So as we go through this weekend, I'm looking forward to reconnecting with some of you. For some of you, I do not know. And we're looking forward to meeting you as well. At this time, our district is in great standing, and it's because of the people in this room. Thank you for what you do every day, and be the best Toastmaster that you can be. Ladies and gentlemen, our district sergeant at arms, Mr. Gary Orr.
All right, the fun begins. We begin tonight's proceedings with the evaluation contest. Dinner will be served afterwards in the expo room, which is downstairs around some circle somewhere, but there's signs out there. So, wear your name tags, please, at all times. They designate your interest into the events and your meals. Let's see, okay, with that, it's my pleasure to introduce the contest chair. That is Ms. Pam Christopher.
We cannot have this contest without the lavalier. Fellow Toastmasters and guests, welcome to the largest evaluation contest in the history of District 37. We have 10 contestants, and we have 10 contestants because our district is growing. So good for you. But only 9 of them showed up. Maybe one got lost somewhere in Fort Bragg. Maybe they tried to recruit her. We are so glad to have you here tonight, and you are going to be glad that you came because we have a great lineup of contestants, super contest, and the best person to be our Toastmaster of this contest. She's a good friend of mine. She's from she lives in Charlotte. No, she doesn't. She lives near Charlotte, North Carolina, in a little place called Iron Station. Wonderful lady, 2009-2010 Select Distinguished District Governor. I think most of you know her. You will be glad to know that she is leading us through this contest. So please put your hands together and help me welcome my friend and yours, Distinguished Toastmaster, past District Governor, Deb Lee. Madam Past International President, fellow Toastmasters, honored guests, you'll notice we have all this peripheral stuff up here. I'm going to ask our Sergeant at Arms, once he has mic'd our target speaker, to remove all of this stuff. Because you want to see our contestants. But you know Toastmasters has rules. And to go through the rules with us before the contest begins, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome our Chief Judge, Mr. Glenn Scales.
Well, as Deb said, it's a contest, and what would a contest be without rules? So we're going to go through the rules step by step. All of our contestants have had their eligibility verified. There is no originality associated with the evaluations. Judges, counters, and timers have all been briefed and have their appropriate ballots. Evaluations are timed events. We have 2 independent timers in the back of the room. Each evaluation will be timed by both timers independent of one another. Timing starts at the first verbal or physical gesture that starts the speech. Timing will continue until 2 minutes of reach, at which time the green light will come on. Green light will stay on till 2 minutes 30 seconds and change to yellow, and then change to red at 3 minutes. The red light will stay on until the speech is concluded. Neither the timers nor anyone in the audience should give the speaker any indication that they may have exceeded the maximum time limit of 2 minutes 30 seconds. Protests can be made by contestants or judges only. Must be made to either myself as the Chief Judge or Pam Christopher as the Chair. Protests must be filed with one of the 2 of us before the results are announced. We will start the contest with 1 minute of silence. Each speaker will be followed by 1 minute of silence. The final speaker we will remain silent until all of the ballots are collected. We have judges scattered around the room. Judges, when you finish your ballot, please fold it in half, hold it up above your head, and either myself or one of the counters will collect it from you. You are not constrained by the 1 minute of silence following the final speaker. You may take all the time that you need to complete your ballot. So, with that said, let the contest begin.
You've heard the rules that the contestants have to abide by. But let's talk about the rules that you, as the audience, must abide by. You see this little thing right here? It's called a cell phone. Turn it off now. Now let me explain why I'm saying that. In a division contest earlier last month, I asked that all the cell phones be turned off. And there was one cell phone that wasn't turned off. And it went off in the middle of a contestant's speech. And the individual whose cell phone went off ended up doing a 5 to 7 minute impromptu speech at the end of the contest. I don't want to threaten you, but I will. So please, ladies and gentlemen, in courtesy to our contestants, turn off your cell phones. All right, 2 more pieces of housekeeping and we are done. The speaking area. Judges tend to get a little uptight if they don't know where the speakers are supposed to speak from. So let's discuss the space. The speakers have the entire stage, with the exception of the tiny little corner in the back where the lectern is going. But they also can use all of the space up front and down the aisles. Now, I know judges don't like it when the contestants walk up and down the aisles, but you know what? Sorry, they have the option. I doubt any of them will take it, but they do have the option. Now, the last piece of housekeeping, when a contestant is speaking, you are not allowed to enter or leave the room. This is a courtesy to our speakers. Nor are you allowed to have any flash photography during the speeches. Are there any questions from the contestants? Judges, do you have the big and burning question of,
What's the order of the contestants? Let's fill in the blanks. Ladies and gentlemen, the order. Speaker number 1, Beth Singley. Beth Singley. Speaker number 2, Albin Burney. Albin Burney. Speaker number 3, Karen Dorchy. Karen Dorchy. Speaker number 4, Carolyn Agosta. Carolyn Agosta. Speaker number 5, Junie Christian. Junie Christian. Speaker number 6, Basvana Good. Basvana Good. Speaker number 7, Tucker Cox. Tucker Cox. Speaker number 8, Carol Van Ziel. Carol Van Ziel. Speaker number 9, Don Steichen. Don Steichen. Does anyone need me to repeat the order of the contestants? Seeing no requests, let's get the show on the road. Ladies and gentlemen, once the Sergeant-at-Arms has moved the lectern, we will be ready for our target speaker. Ladies and gentlemen, Steve Lord.